Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing an advanced review for She-Ra, the new series on Netflix. Now, this is a remake to the 80s cartoon, which, disclaimer, I've never watched the 80s cartoon, so I really have no attachment to that universe, never really watched any Masters of the Universe stuff. Don't really know much about the universe, so definitely coming into this with new eyes and just looking for an animated show to, follow. There's not a lot of them lately that aren't just comedies for adults. I miss the action shows that are, animated. I've missed those, and it's been a while. And thank God Young Justice is coming back, but I wanted something to feel like the Young Justice / Legend of Korra feel, and I was hoping that She-Ra would do that. So what is this series about? Now, the series, it follows Adora, who actually works for the villain in this series. She's working up the ranks with the Horde, and she ends up getting lost and picks up this sword and figures out her destiny and figures out who the good guys are and teams up with them. And obviously not going into any spoilers, that's where I'm going to stop. That's where what the series is about. So first I want to talk about the animation, because I know a lot of people we're worried that it's very different. And obviously it is very different from the original, but from what I saw, and someone who's not in the nostalgic area for that, I think it's a big improvement from the 80s. It is watchable, and that's why I think this reboot was needed. For me, the reason why I never went back to She-Ra is because it's totally dated, and I feel like reboots should have something new to say, and obviously improve, or at least have a mission to improve on what the source material was. At least modernize what the source material is. I don't know about improve, because again, haven't seen the original She-Ra, but from the animation, I feel like it's an improvement, or at least modernizes this franchise in a lot of ways. So I liked all the styles. I enjoyed that Catra is actually a cat here. I really liked Adora's soldier outfit, really showing what her past was, and I love the Sailor Moon transformation stuff going on with She-Ra. Definitely see a lot of anime influence throughout the show, so if you like anime, especially the magical girl stuff, you might really enjoy this series. So, and also the fighting is really good. The action is good for this series as well, but most importantly, the emotions there. You really get to see some emotional stuff, not just from the animation, but from the voice acting. I think the voice acting was superb here, and I really enjoyed all the characters. Now, what I really enjoyed about this was the complex story of good versus evil. Again, not to get into it too much, but it very much challenges Adora's relationship, and I can say what I feel the heart of this series is Catra and Adora. It's their relationship and how Catra decides, at least from the beginning of the series, that she wants to stay with the Horde, that this is her place, she wants to work her way up. That's revealed in the first two episodes. And then Adora figures out, hey, no, I've learned what good and evil is now. I'm going to go on this side. So it's seeing them relate to each other and seeing, obviously, they grew up with each other. What does that mean for their friendship? And it's really powerful stuff. And it shows that good and evil isn't black and white. And I think kids need to see that. I think adults need to see that. And it makes the story a bit more complex and more about the characters, which I personally really enjoyed. And of course, you get some really fun stuff with the other princesses, with, the other main characters, which is Bow and Glimmer. We get to see some emotional stuff with Glimmer, which I liked, and we get to learn a little bit more about her past, her family's past. So you do delve into other characters, but I really think that the core of the series was Catra and Adora, and I hope it continues to be that. I think that's where it's most interesting. Now, this is a 13-episode show. It's about 20-something minutes every episode. I will say in the middle, there were some filler episodes for me, but I think you needed them to kind of build up who are these other princesses and all that, and to build up to our final battle. But other than that, it's a very serialized show, and it goes quickly in a good way. I think it's a nice chapter, and definitely gets you excited to want to watch more, which is exactly what a season 1 should do. And I really enjoyed this as a first season, and like I said, got me into this franchise and got me into these characters, which is really important. So overall, I'm going to give this 4.25 stars. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really solid show, and I think that the show could only improve even more once we get get to learn and dig even deeper into these characters. It's a lot of setup here, but in a good way. It's a lot of us wanting to feel attached to these characters, which is exactly what a season 1 should do. Now the other seasons are supposed to challenge those characters even further, and I could totally see them setting that up for future seasons and making these characters more complex. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and definitely go check out the show once it's out. It's going to be out in a couple of days on Netflix, and I recommend it. So thanks for joining me. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.